All right, guys, here we are, Golf Central tonight, and we're doing a little bit, not so much testing, but it's kind of giving you guys a thought of why we use what we use. Kieron, he drops stuff all the time.
Okay.
Why we use what we use in the long stuff. So,
yes. Sorry, yes.
No, that's all right. So I go driver 3-wood, 3-iron down to pitching wedge, lob wedge, and all that stuff. And you go.
I'm driver 3-wood, 3 hybrid, 4-P with irons.
So we've got the same setup, but we've got, that's my 3, and that's your 3.
That's my 3. Yeah.
That used to be my 3, X2 Hot Pro, and Jake's just given it back to me after about 2 years. So I thought I'd do some mucking around with it and see if I was right in going to this.
Yeah.
The reason I didn't stick with this is because I feel, I mean, when I hit it, it's great. So's that one. Like they're, you know.
Oh, I mean, I'll admit, I've got one of these at home as well.
Yep. Actually, you've got that with that Monaco shaft in it, don't you?
Yes, true.
Fancy shaft that no one's ever heard of.
Supposedly it's worth a lot of money.
The shaft alone's worth more than the head.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah. So
I've got one.
And you've gone through both as well.
I've used both. I just settled on, I actually took out 3-wood and put in the Richardson, was it U75, whatever?
Yeah, U45?
Yes, well, whichever one I've got.
Yep.
So I took 3-wood out because I found I was hitting 3-wood too long, and the gap between hybrid and 4-iron was where I was lacking. So
yeah,
I put it in as a replacement in there. Played a couple of rounds with it, played okay, but the consistency wasn't there for me. You know, sometimes it was going as far as my hybrid, sometimes it was going as far as my 5-iron. So
yep,
that's pretty much why it's not in my bag.
So you went to a hybrid because it's more consistent. So you feel like
definitely. So
more forgiving.
I don't carry a 3-iron because I haven't carried a 3-iron now for 10 years. Well, maybe not 10 years. I don't know if they've been around that long, but a long time. I haven't had a 3-iron.
Yep.
Even my 4-iron, to be perfectly honest, it is
in the butter knife.
It is tiny.
Yep.
It is so small.
Yeah.
I find that I use it more for punching out of trees and punching out of stuff like that, because you know the distance it goes around that 185, 190 metre mark. There's not a whole lot of holes playing golf nowadays where I'm that distance out unless I hit a terrible tee shot or something like that.
Yep.
But even then, I'll usually choke back a hybrid because I get a little bit higher launch. I prefer a higher launch and softer landing as opposed to more penetrating and it running. I'm just not as much of a fan as that shot shape. No,
which is fair. So you go on hybrid because it's more forgiving, just easier to hit.
Correct, and also weight in the back with mine because well, it's more forgiving again,
and just kind of gets up in the air.
Still gets even higher. So.
So basically, the hybrid for me, I decided not to go for because it does go too high. I feel that if I'm ever trying to play it low, which I feel I can, that's almost like a go-to shot. If I wanted to hit a shot, it's a little on the low side. That to me struggles to do that. It might sneak off to the right, or it might sneak off to the left. Especially when hitting it low, I feel like it wants to go left. That thing, I feel like I can hit it normal to slightly high, but definitely easier to hit it low. So that's probably the reason I've gone more that way, just because my preferred shot is a little bit flatter.
Yeah, I mean,
a little easier to hit.
Again, it's something that what you're used to or what you prefer.
And it's also what you want to see.
Exactly. Yeah.
So numbers on that's probably not optimal. That's probably more optimal in regards to a 3, maybe even a little too high. That's potentially too low. But like I said, I could hit it higher, but definitely easier to play it lower. That's the reason.
And to me, it comes down to confidence as well. I mean, I would like to think I have the confidence to hit this from 180 metres out, but I have a lot more hitting this easy.
Yep.
And that's just me. And, you know, I don't care if I have to hit a 7-iron 130 metres, you know, so long as I can hit it consistently and do it each time. So.
Yeah.
G'day, boys.
Yeah, Richard, and you, and your way to go?
My old set, the makeup was 1-wood, 3-wood, 5-wood,
yes,
and then a 3-iron. But with the new set, I don't have the 5-wood and I don't have the 3-iron. But I'm finding that the 4-iron is going as far as what my old 3-iron went anyhow.
Yep.
And basically the 3 hybrid is going as far as what the 5-wood was going.
Yeah, fair enough.
Right?
I mean, yours is 19 degrees. Yeah, you got it set at 19.
Yeah, so I got it set at 19. So I've bit the same thing as Kieron. So the par 5s, I'd rather go the hybrid than the 3-wood.
More
the 3-wood,
yeah,
you can spray it around a little bit. This is a bit more consistent. So you know, you're probably not going to make many par fives, but you feel a bit more confident to be able to put it down in front of the green. So that's probably why, as where the
So
three irons...
A consistency thing again.
Yeah, the three irons a bit the same thing, the consistency of it.
So I don't think I got it on video, but you hit Kieron's 4-iron a couple of times.
Yeah.
And you flushed 1 or 2 out of 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And everything else was a bit ratty.
Yeah, and that's what it is, isn't it? It's that consistency. That's why I had a 5-wood.
Yeah.
Because I always felt that I could hit the 5-wood really well, especially off the fairway.
Yep.
So when I was looking for a club to replace that,
Yeah.
I wanted, and of course I hit the hybrid and thought, well, yeah, that could definitely replace it. And do you know what? I bought both of them down here to the driving range.
Yep.
And hit both of them. I looked at it and went, do you know what? They're both going the same distance. I felt that I got a little bit better flight out of the hybrid rather than the 5-wood.
And probably more consistent
And a bit more
easier to hit.
consistent and easier to hit.
And that's the thing. So you need to find what's best for you, whether it be hybrid or long iron or wood. So that's 20 degrees. That's 20 degrees.
Yep.
And 5-wood's 19 degrees.
Now I've hit both of those.
Yeah.
Right? I can't hit the iron.
No, it's a little harder to hit because you need a little bit more speed to get it up in the air.
Yep, it just doesn't feel right for me. So
One of the things for me it comes down to as well with your long irons and even with your essentially a driving iron sort of design is if you get steep on it or you get it a little bit chunky or something like that.
Just behind it.
It's just not going to go anywhere.
And
whereas with a hybrid, if you do get a little bit steep, it will pop up a bit more, definitely.
And that's the beauty of the water sole.
It's still going to move.
and that's right. And because my swing's not consistent as what yours is, right? That's what I have. I can get it not quite right, but still get reasonably straight and reasonably good distance. And you look at it and go, well,
As you've seen the shot out of the bunker with the hybrid with Richo.
Out of the bunker.
Yeah, after he's...
Where's this going?
Where do you think, mate? Into that bunker right there. Oh, this is just the dumbest thing I've ever seen.
Oh my god! That is actually right.
Stick that up your ass.
How did you do that? Oh my god, Steve!
Very good shot.
Oh, that's the best shot I've ever seen.
Yep, done it twice. Anyway, but you're right. So the wider sole and the more forgiveness across the face, that's the reason you guys go for it?
Yeah, definitely. And also, I mean, out of the rough as well. I mean, I have a tendency to not hit my driver straight. That certainly would want to snag a lot more. Yeah, and that would shut a little bit more.
Toowoomba.
Yeah.
Yep. Horrible tee shot. Remember I was up in that rough?
Yep.
Played that one right into the green.
Oh, mate.
Yep.
We know you can hit it.
No, but what I'm saying is I couldn't do that with a 3-iron.
No, or your 4-iron. Yeah, just it snags and it needs to be perfect.
It down,
It needs to be perfect.
Yep, so...
There you go, guys. Let us know what you have. Let us know if you're looking at changing. Just let us know on how your setup is and why.
Yep, there are lots of different options.
Exactly. Whether it's, like I said, a long iron, like Kieron's, a driving iron like mine, a hybrid like all of ours, or a wood.
Yep. So, a friend of mine's going to give me a 1-iron, so we're going to maybe see if any of us can hit that.
Oh, I've hit a 1-iron before. 16 degrees, but it's
I'm not sure what the degree
Last time I hit a
is.
1-iron, I broke the head off the shaft, so...
Because it was hickory.
I did have a 2-iron, but the 2-iron was a handy club.
Again,
and why would the 2-iron be handy for me?
To hit out front of the trees.
Yep,
but you can do that with every club in your bag. Anyway, guys, thanks for checking out the video. Like, share, subscribe. Like I said, comment below on what setup you have and why. Yep. Cheers, guys. We'll see you next time.
Beautiful.